Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. Today we have another great before and after video for you guys today on one of our Pro Speed Baseball students, Eli. And today we're going to show you a huge adjustment that any of you guys can make there at home to really help get into a perfect release position just like Eli has here. We're also going to put him up against one of the best players playing in the game right now, Cano, and show you how you can build high-level positioning just by focusing in on the core positions. Let's go ahead and get started. Now guys, utilizing the tee when you're working on your swing is one of the most valuable tools we have as a hitter. You know, we can actually place that ball in a position where we can start grooving our swing to the positions we want to get it into. Now, if we don't set up that tee correctly, which is a huge thing that Eli and I worked on, then we can really hinder our swing. Now, if we're training on the tee and we're not putting that ball in the right position, it's going to cause us to get into improper positionings at contact. So if we take a look here in his before swing at contact, you can see he has a very bent lead arm here at contact. This is a very weak position. We can see we haven't begun to release that arm. And the biggest piece that we saw here that's very important is being able to release that bat after contact. Now, if you follow the Pro Speed hitting system, we know that when we draw a line through that bat, that line's going to be pointing in a direction, and when we get to the full release is when that line is actually pointing at our chest. So if we go ahead, we can see that line's not pointing at our chest, but if we go ahead and take him into his full release, when that bat finally starts to point at his chest, it's right around in here. So you can see that bat actually hasn't even gotten released till well into the follow through. Now if we take him over here on his after swing, after we did some drill work and worked on his tee positioning, getting it into a position where it allows his hands and arms to work, we're going to see a much nicer impact position and an absolute beautiful release position right here. So now when we draw the line through the bat, you can see it splitting those forearms in two and hitting us directly in the center chest. I mean, perfect release position. Again, guys, the big thing that we did was simply change his tee position. And from the down the line view is where we can really tell the big difference. And this is a huge checkpoint for you guys at home to take into your own swings to take a look at. Now we're going to take him into contact here in his before swing. We'll go ahead and even zoom in here. And we can see he's actually done a really good job at covering the ball with the barrel of the bat. However, this doesn't necessarily mean we're making a good, efficient swing. He's still jammed up here, and he's still releasing the bat late over here on the left. Now, let's go ahead and take him into that same position over here on the after swing. We'll take him into contact, and we can see again he's covering the ball very nicely right there in the center of the mass of the bat. Now the key checkpoint for you guys to check for yourself at home is if you are hitting the ball on the sweet spot of the bat but you cannot see both of your hands from the down the line view, then we are jamming ourselves on the tee. We'll go ahead, we'll take a zoom in look here where Eli's hand is over here on the before video. We can just barely see the top part of his hand from the down the line view at contact, but if we go into contact here on his after video, we can see that both of his hands very clearly visible in the down the line view. And you see both swings are covering the ball with the barrel. Just one is going to allow us to get into that nice release position that we saw from the face on view, and one is going to jam us and make us release the bat late, killing our bat speed. And just to continue him forward through here, you can see just a beautiful strike and beautiful release right up through the center of the cage. So now we're going to match up Eli's swing with one of the best hitters to play in the game right now, Cano. I'm sure a lot of you guys know out there he's a lifetime over 300 average hitter, has just great fundamentals, and we're going to show you how when we focus in on the core positions that we talk about in the Pro Speed hitting system, which is exactly what Eli and I went over, how we can develop high-level positioning just by focusing on those pieces. And we're going to go ahead and show you piece by piece here the big pieces of the end of the load stride. We'll actually take Cano right here. This is just before those hands start coming forward. We're going to see very similar positioning here in the load, like we talk about in the speed load section of the hitting system. Hands are behind the shoulder from the face on view, around shoulder height, and in front of the vertical toe line. Just beautiful job there. Then the next really big piece that we're going to look at is the max lag position. And this is a position where we pause the hands just before they get in front of the torso. You can see here if I draw a line down the torso on Eli and on Cano, we can see those hands have paused just before they've gotten into the torso area, and we can see a very nice high barrel position on both players right here. Barrel is nice and high up by the shoulders, Very, very beautiful transition. This is a nice tight bat lag position that all you guys at home are going to want to see for sure. Now we're going to take him into contact. Beautiful job here at contact. We worked some drills to get him going in here into the nice forward shoulder tilt position, which we're seeing when we draw a line through both shoulder sockets here at contact. We'll do the same over here with Robinson Cano. And guys, when you're checking yourself on camera for this, you want to make sure that this line is tilted in towards the infield. The top part of the line is tilted in towards the infield. Beautiful forward shoulder tilt position, matching up perfectly right there. And we'll go ahead and take him into his straight arm release, and we'll take Robinson Cano in the same spot. Guys, remember, this is when the bat starts to split the forearms in two. So both arms get dead straight, and the bat splits the forearms in two. Just unbelievably uncanny how picture perfect these are matched up next to each other. Both arms dead straight, bat splitting the forearms in two. And then one of my favorite pieces is getting into the nice full release where that left hand starts to get over the right hand there in the swing. You can see that left hand starting to work over the right hand, and over here on the right, we can see we'll actually zoom in on those hands because this is a very, very important piece for you guys to look at, and that's getting that left hand to work over the right hand, or your top hand to work over your bottom hand for you righties out there. And unbelievably beautiful, beautiful, efficient mechanics, as you guys can see. So guys, take from this video that if we want to get into high level positionings, we have to start with our foundation, and that is the tee. Getting our tee in the right position to allow ourselves to groove the swing that we want to groove to see, that we're going to want to see in the game. That's the biggest piece. And then also understanding the big positions in the swing, all the stuff we go over in the Pro Speed hitting system. From setup all the way to the pro finish, those are the positions we're going to want to hit. And if we follow those pieces and we work on the right things, we can do the same things that we're seeing over here in Eli's swing that we're also seeing in Robinson Cano's swing. All right, guys, so get that tee set up correctly, work on your positioning, and you're going to have a very, very good foundation to build that swing. Now, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, stay tuned. We got a great new bonus video coming out for you that's going to show you how to build that nice tight bat lag position just like you saw in Robinson Cano and Eli's swing, and it's going to help you give you instant feedback to really utilize that bat for max bat speed. I really recommend you checking out in the preview that we're going to play at the end of this video. If you want to check that out, click in your iCard that's popping up in the right hand side of your screen. Good luck to you guys. Good luck with your games. Good luck with your swings, and we'll see you guys soon.